They're off. A mile is the chip. Dark 30 just dwells a little bit in the purple and white diamonds and is towards the rear as the yellow jacket of Saxon King has bounced out well. The white colours are best turned out when a Cadavar is close to him. The light blue of Hectic and the royal blue and white of Garib are up there as well as the small field split into two groups. Also towards the right is Metal Merchant. Off to the left, the slow start of Dark 30 and the black and yellow colours of Legend of Liros are following through Cadavar and Saxon King. So they make their way now, coming past the 5 furlong pole and approaching the halfway stage. On the right is Hectic, the light blue. He's the centre of that trio. On the right is Garib, and she's almost level then with Metal Merchant, the darker green sleeves. Towards the left, Saxon King in yellow, Cadavar in white and black, Legend of Liros in purple and white. Dark 30 is at the back of that group of runners. They are coming down to the 3 furlong marker and making their way on towards the bushes, and it continues to be maybe just Saxon King, the overall leader, to Hectic in second. Cadavar, one from the left, being ridden along at this stage. Extreme left is Dark 30 making progress. On the extreme right is Garib. More down the centre now, Metal Merchant, green sleeves on a yellow jacket, yellow cap coming into it as well. Heading down into the dip, and it's still Saxon King who has the advantage. Metal Merchant is in second place, Dark 30 behind those. Hectic is next, behind Hectic is Garib. Into the final furlong they come. Saxon King has been in front throughout the race, still holding on here with William Buick, and it is Saxon King who wins. Dark 30 in second, third it might just be Metal Merchant. Garib was pretty close to him though.
Third winner of the day for William Buick. Charles Hill's the winning trainer this time around, and Saxon King, who was gritty in victory at Haydock at the back end of last season, has again handled these conditions well and has won on his handicap debut here. In second it's Dark 30, who dwelt in the early stages but has rallied nicely through the race for Sean Levy and Richard Hannon to finish second. In third we had Metal Merchant for Ronan Whelan and Jack Shannon. In fourth, Garib. She was just denied third spot. Joe Fanning and Charlie Johnston. Disappointments. Legend of Liros, the market told a story. He was the first beaten. Cadavar's been quite comfortably beaten as well, and Hectic has finished well beaten. We can take him to start. Keep an eye on stall 4, because Dark 30 is slowly away. And just going to his right at the start is Legend of Liros, and they split into two groups. So on the near side we have Garib, Metal Merchant and Hectic, with Hectic taking that along, and then a quartet racing more towards the centre of the track.
Yeah, a nice performance from Saxon King, and the one thing you learned from Haydock was that this horse doesn't mind gritting it out from the front, and you know, he's happy to be in the trenches battling away, and he's had to do that today. I wouldn't say that he's all out to win, but he's certainly had to find plenty off the bridle and repel one or two horses with a bit more experience than him.
The first beaten is Legend of Liros,
yeah,
and you could give him a really strong chance on 4. Maybe he's hated the ground. I don't know.
The market certainly suggested that. Almost a surprise why they've run really, but you know, he's gone 7-2 to 6s. He's the first off the bridle, and he's not run any race really. To be honest, you can say the same about Cadavar as well. I mean, he's folded quite tamely, quite early on. The Saxon King's poured it on in front.
Can't really come up with an excuse for Cadavar, I'm afraid, because I think he definitely would have liked the ground. There he is at the pressure of being driven. I suppose a quick reappearance, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Okay, maybe.
I'd afford him a chance, really. You know, he had got an upwardly mobile profile. I just think that Epsom race probably took a fair bit out of him. It was pretty grim ground that day, and you know, he needed to be able to act and go through it, and he's just backed out of it a little bit here. Garib's a bit isolated down the stand side, but she's boxed on okay. I'd like to see Hectic come back in trip, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I think that's right.
I just don't think a mile on this ground, bowling along in front, is his cup of tea particularly.
He's flattened right out, hasn't he? He's kept going all right.
He has.
And Cadavar's rallied to some degree, actually.
That's true.
To be fair.
Yeah, maybe a mile and a quarter. Put his neck down and really stretched, hasn't he, in the last 100 yards? He's finished closer than I thought he had at first glance. But
maybe he found the dip troublesome.
Possibly, yeah. Possibly. I think, you know, freshen him up and perhaps a mile and a quarter, somewhere around Nottingham, somewhere like that, should be ideal for him. Third winner in the race in recent times as well for Charlie Hills, after Crossford and Pogo have won it. So a race that he's targeted, and they've got the booty.
Gritty success, as you said.
Likeable horse, isn't he?
He is.
You know, likeable horse, and I think he can still continue to go forward. Whether he'd go up enough to qualify for something like a Britannia, I wouldn't know. But he'd probably get another 7 for this, 88. 6 or 7. Charlie won't thank me for saying that, but he might thank me for saying it and get in the race.
It depends on whether they want to get in or not.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. But nice effort from him, very durable, tough, genuine, and I should imagine he's a pleasure to ride. He kept finding for William.
Treble for William Buick so far today. Saxon King has won for Charles Hills.
Sure has, and it's toughed it out at 5-1 to score. Dark 30 back in second place at 12-1. So 3 on the day for William Buick, and he's got high honour in the Howden Bloodstock Handicap, the finale to come. And our last race from Hamilton is next, the 4